Great. With Frontline Outreach Ministries, as earlier said, we reach out to communities, vulnerable communities, and see how we can be of value to them. We share the gospel of Christ. We try to meet them and address their social challenges. We address the physical and the spiritual border as well. Right now, we are at another village, Ijinga village, where scores and scores of folks are going through terrible situations. They are thirsty for the gospel. They are thirsty for social help. And this is where we are. Right now here, these are part of the many, many, many young ones who are getting challenges in their social welfare. You can look at them, ranging from clothing, ranging from food, and they as well need the love of Christ. They need the gospel. They need to be cared for. And that's what we do with Frontline Outreach Ministries. This is a representation of many children who are here. And when we come out, we try to address some of their social challenges. With me, this time round, I came up with the albendazole tablets, deworming tablets, for such young ones. And it's one of the ways to control worms in their bodies and be able to live a healthy life. Probably they need a better future as well. Over here as well, these are the elderly who are here, challenged with situations. They are thirsty for the gospel and they need hope. Just as these young ones, they can be able to have this as a way of helping them to address the social welfare of their ones. So let me get a feel to hear from the locals what they are going through. They narrate to us and we can be able to get a feel of what they are going through. I'm happy with to have the local leadership with me here. We have Honorable Sunday is here with us, and I will request him to do the translation, because this language here, you may not be able to capture what they are saying. I would request one of the elderly here to say just a few words in regards to challenges they are going through. Honorable, please, you can come, and you can be of help to translate what she will be telling us. Yes, she can tell us.
The old woman, what she's trying to say is that the first challenge she's saying is that she's an elderly woman, and the distance for her from a water source, clean water source, accessing it is very difficult. She also has another challenge of food shortage, because most of her food was burnt and destroyed where they were excommunicated from. They do not have good diet. All their belongings were burnt where they were excommunicated from. Her grandchildren lack food. Her grandchildren are unable to access education. The distance from the nearest primary school is very far, and also they lack clothing and all other basic necessities. They are only at the mercy of well-wishers. They even don't access services like church services because of lack of clothing. They had interest of having to go for church service all the time. They are thirsty for the gospel, but they lack clothing to access gospel. They don't have clothing. her husband was deceased, and so right now they are only staying in a house which was given by a well-wisher. Whatever they have is from well-wishers. That is what has just kept them alive. We thank you, Frontline Ministries International, for coming also to check on them. All our goats got burnt where they were evicting us from. No more form of transport like bicycles. All their belongings were burnt in the houses. They are at the mercy of well-wishers only. That's why even the housewares they use for cooking is for well-wishers. He is requesting for support of food support, and he will be very grateful.
Thank you so much. I think you've heard it from her. You've heard it just from the horse's mouth. The thirst for the gospel is real. She has, imagine in her evening years, she's thirsty for the gospel. And that's part of what Outreach Ministries stands for. Therefore, with all that we can, the safe water if we can provide it, the clothing to the young ones and the elderly, the food can be of great value and of great help to them. If we address the physical and the spiritual, we address a full person. And I believe that's what we stand for in this world. With Frontline Outreach Ministries International, God willing, with provision and miracles, these are some of the places we look out to give hope to people, to give them a new thought, and to address those who are living hopeless lives, to give them hope. And I believe with God, we can be able to bring a change in these lives and have them receive Christ in their lives and feel the love of Christ. Therefore, with your support and each one and everyone out there, I believe that when we reach out to such people, we really live a practical gospel. For that and much more, I believe it makes God smile. Therefore, I want to thank everyone out there who are standing in to give support to see that we reach out to these people. I want to thank World Missionary Press for the scripture booklets to the young ones. And all that we can offer really reflects that we think about others and we can bring a touch to them to give them hope in life. I want to thank everyone for listening to this video, and I pray that God willing, we shall come and reach out to them and give them hope. Thank you very much.